Today's dessert is perfect when you have no time, no patience, and no brain space to think about something complicated. We're making no fail, no bake mini cheesecakes. And I'm gonna show you 3 of my best hacks to make them come together in no time flat. Hey there, welcome back to my kitchen. I'm happy to have you here. It feels like I've been living a week of Mondays. I need something simple, easy, and fast. Probably out of things that you already have in your fridge and pantry, and no special equipment necessary. And the dessert for that occasion is no bake, no fail, mini cheesecakes with a couple of hacks along the way to make them as easy as possible. Let's get going. You don't need anything special for this recipe. The most complicated tool you need is a hand mixer. You can also use a stand mixer, and you can even do this by hand, but I don't have the patience for that today. A couple of bowls, a rolling pin to smash your graham crackers. You could use a wine bottle, you could use a meat mallet, you could use a hammer, use whatever you want. A muffin tin with some muffin liners in it. And then the ingredients are 2 8-ounce blocks of cream cheese, softened if you can swing it, a lemon for a couple tablespoons of lemon juice, 1 sleeve of graham crackers. You can make this recipe gluten-free by using gluten-free graham crackers here. A couple tablespoons of granulated sugar, 4 tablespoons of butter, a half a cup of powdered sugar, a little bit of salt, a little bit of vanilla, and a couple tablespoons of heavy whipped cream and sour cream that are chilling in my fridge. This recipe comes together in 3 main steps. First thing, make the crust. Then we make the filling. Then we whip the cream. Then we put it all together. It's really fast. This is step 1. First things first, we have to make the crust. A bonus of this recipe is that we get to take out our frustrations on this poor sleeve of graham crackers. I'm putting it into a Ziploc bag and simply gonna use my rolling pin to break the graham crackers up into small pieces. I like a little bit of texture from different sizes of graham cracker crumbs. Doesn't need to be completely mashed. So if you have some that are bigger and some that are completely crushed, totally fine. Into a bowl, the graham cracker crumbs go. We add to that a pinch of salt. As you know, everything sweet for me gets a little bit of salt to offset all of the sweetness. A couple tablespoons of sugar. That's about 2 tablespoons. And about a 1/4 cup or 4 tablespoons of butter. Right into the bowl. The goal here is to mix this until it's sandy in texture. It's not gonna perfectly stick together, which is fine. It'll firm up in the fridge. Perfect. The next step is just to divide the crust mixture into a prepared muffin tin. I'm using a cookie scoop for this just so that I have equal amounts, but you can use a tablespoon, you can eyeball it doesn't have to be perfect. So into each of these goes a scoop of our filling. I'm going to show you a little trick for how to flatten out the bottom of these mini muffin tins really quickly. I found just a glass that fits perfectly inside the muffin tin. I'm just gonna gently push down with the bottom of the glass, evenly spreading the crust mixture along the bottom. So I'm gonna add a little bit more crust to each of these. I've got it, and they look a little bit light. So about another 1/3 of a scoop or so. And one more time in with the bottom of our glass. Perfectly filled muffin tins. I'm gonna store these in the freezer while I prepare the rest of the filling. So into our bowl, 16 ounces of cream cheese. That's 2 normal size packages. Softened is best. You can roll with this that's not been softened if you're in a pinch. It just takes a little bit longer to come together. This is a half a cup of powdered sugar. Goes right in. A couple tablespoons of sour cream. You could also use Greek yogurt here. A generous squirt of vanilla, the end of my vanilla. We want about a tablespoon of lemon juice, squeezing the lemon over my hand just in case there are any seeds, and about a teaspoon of salt. Now we bring that together. Just scrape down the sides. Make sure everything is incorporated. It'll lighten up quite a bit in color and in texture. So probably take about a minute or two. Looks perfect. Nice and light and fluffy, everything's well incorporated, so we're gonna set this to the side. I'm gonna give my beaters a quick wash, and now it's time to whip our cream. So I've got probably 2 to 3 tablespoons of heavy whipping cream here, cold out of the fridge. We're gonna whip that up. Okay, I've taken this almost to butter. The whole point is just to provide a little bit of lightness and some more structure. Now, whipped cream into cream cheese. The first hack of this recipe was to find some sort of an object with a similar diameter as your muffin tin and use that to push the crumbs down in the bottom of the muffin liner. It makes it incredibly easy. The second is to use room temperature cream cheese, but very cold cream. And the third hack is for what we're gonna top these babies with. You're gonna have to stick around for that one. Okay, our crusts are nicely chilled. I'm gonna use an ice cream scoop for this part. Much easier to portion this way as well. Just goes a little bit faster. Using an offset spatula, I'm just gonna spread these guys out into the muffin tins. Okay, so those are about as even as I have patience for. What I'm gonna do is go through one more time and create a little bit of a divot in the center of each. And this is for the filling we're gonna use later. Gotta give it a taste. It's tart. It's not too sweet, nice and creamy, it's perfect. So these are gonna go in the fridge for at least 2 hours. They could probably even stand longer than that. You could eat them right now if you wanted to. It would be more of a plate type of dessert versus a handheld type of dessert. So into the fridge for a couple of hours, and I'll see you when they're nice and chilled. It's been a couple hours, perhaps not long enough, but I can't wait any longer. My mood has improved significantly since seeing these cutie little baby no bake, no fail cheesecakes. I told you I had a couple hacks for you on how to make these so much quicker and easier than a regular cheesecake. It feels like kind of a cheat. I'm just gonna use some nice jam or jelly. You could also use melted chocolate, you could use Nutella, you could make some sort of a fruit compote. But for me, nothing really beats raspberry jelly on top of a cheesecake. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of the jelly and place it right in the center of my mini cheesecake. Swirl it all around, do a couple. Unwrap it. We have a beautiful mini cheesecake. Okay, time to take a bite. I don't like a cheesecake that's too sweet, and this one definitely is not. The flavors are incredibly well balanced. It's a little bit tart, and the preserves on top are actually not that incredibly sweet. So all in all, it's like the perfect couple of bites. I'm gonna have another one for sure. These were amazing. I hope you'll try them. Really super easy dessert. It would actually be even fun to make these with kids. You could mix up the toppings, have a little toppings bar, allow them to put on top whatever they wanted. If I had some Nutella in the fridge, you would see me topping some of these with Nutella. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. If you liked this video, please give it a like. If you'd like to see more, please subscribe to my channel and feel free to leave a comment down below about anything that you'd like me to try to make. I always love your feedback and suggestions. I hope to see you soon. Cheers.